Creative Laura here. Welcome. Okay, I need to look on my computer. Okay, I should turn it that way and see where I'm live. I had some technical issues and then I had my tenant come home earlier than I thought. So, uh, let me see. There we go. Okay. So, Hey, Susan. Oh my gosh, I was gonna call you last night, actually. How are you? So, yes, thank you for coming by. I'm later than usual, but I had my tenant come by a little earlier, and then we talked, and so I don't know, we just kind of lost time. Yeah, it's like 108 here today. It's horrible. It's really horrible. Ugh, like I'm hot. I'm still I took, a shower. I wanted to take a shower before my going live to be fresh, and no, it doesn't matter. It's hot here. And it doesn't matter if you did or didn't, you're just gonna be hot and kind of sweaty. I'm melting too. So I was just about to eat like some watermelon. It's so hydrating, but I wanted to share. Um, yeah, I turned the heat or the air on. Oh my gosh, probably, I don't know, a month ago because we just get so hot. And even my oldest tenant had said when he came home in the morning, you need to like turn on the AC and it needs to be on like, uh now. I was like, oh, okay. And it was like 7:30 in the morning. So it is what it is. It's hot here. Oh, my hair? Thank you. Well, it is kind of long, but it's not, I don't know. I never liked my hair. I actually put a little something in it. I think it was, and it just kind of made it sticky. I, the mousse, I thought, I'm not using that again. Yeah, so Brian's like, it's hot. So you need to turn it on. So I did, and it is more pleasant, especially when you're trying to breathe, because I'm always stuffed up. But when you have AC on, it does help. Really does help. And so I just had my other tenant come home. I didn't think he'd be home this early, and I was waiting for him to leave so I could go live. And then I had technical difficulties and I had to start all over again. So here we are. Yeah. You know what? I just figure if I can get away with not using it in the morning, which I don't until like late afternoon. I mean, the whole house, I close the drapes, everything is like shut up. And that way I figure it lowers the temperature and it's fine, it's totally fine. So, but today being the second day in the hundreds, it's just been kind of unbearable. And so I had a lot to get done, which I did, and it was great. And it feels so good to get stuff done. And then yeah, when it's 100, it's too much. I know. And it's been 100 here on and off, but we've had weird weather, like 80s, 90s, and you're like, oh yeah, it's so nice. It's so nice. So I hope you're doing well with your dad. I know I know there's some issues there, so I hope you're doing better. Oh wow. Eminem. I'm in California, Northern California, and we don't, it's not as hot as Southern California, but it's hot. I mean, we're in the hundreds. So I was kind of tracking another YouTuber and looking at their temperature, and they were in the hundreds as much as we were. So I think it's just climate change. I mean, but I've always remembered our state, Northern California, to be hotter than Hades. We get, in the hundreds all the time, all the time. So I remember my mom just like, not um, cooking in the late afternoon. And I remember her taking us to this little shopping center because we wanted to get some shopping done, like clothes. And then we wanted to get like maybe a burger. And so my mom would drop us off and she would do that for us. And it was like a total summer thing, but it was so hot. It's always been in the hundreds here in California, whether you're northern or southern, but it's always been hotter than Hades. That's what I call it. So, what state do you live in, Eminem? I'm kind of curious. Oh, I turned the AC on. It feels good. Last night was too hot to sleep, so I caved in. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, Susan. I was just like, oh, I gotta turn the AC on. And we were all hot. And oh no, wait, it was the night before. So last night I didn't even turn it on. So my poor tenants, like they didn't have AC, but they all have like fans in the room and everything. And it was pretty good. Let me get a little closer. So anyways, I wanted to share some of my frugal savings for the month. And um okay, the first one, because it's just, you know oh yeah, so Palo Alto is way cooler than where we're at in Sacramento, or I'm in Sacramento. Susan is not, but oh, okay. Hotter than Hades. So I want to share, like, I forgot to include this in my um, empties video, if you guys watched that. And I really like this, so I'm gonna like promote it because they don't test on animals, and that's so important. Um, Cape Cod. Oh, that's so nice. I would like to be in the. So one of my tenants is going to Lake Tahoe tomorrow because, well, it's a tourist spot. He's from Germany and it's cooler there. So he's really excited to go. So I forgot to include this in my empties video. Nature tint. Now I've talked about this a few times. It's called light golden chestnut, and you can see clearly she has like highlights, but I mean, yeah, that's not real. Anyways, it's not tested on animals and it's all like plant-based. So I really like this. If you're gonna color your own hair, I really think this is a good alternative. And if you're going to go to a hair salon, I think it's called, oh, I'm going to link it after this video because I can't remember the name. But I used to get my hair professionally done where she would highlight it and then put a little color. It was really nice. She did a really good job, and they didn't test on animals. And I think it was called, it started with a T. Um, Anyways, I used it for years, and she was gracious enough to buy it because she was kind of she was like a big hairstylist, and she was really nice to buy that. But this is like around $10, and I always try to get like a darker color brown. And I really flattened my hair today. Like I really like straightened it out so it looks really flat. But I really like it. It does work. I mean, I know it's not as dark as the picture, but I wash my hair every day. And you know what? Honestly, it's been, I think, 2 weeks. So for my hair to still be this dark, because my hair does not want to stay this like a darker color. It just doesn't want to. It just doesn't hold on to it. Because I have like like a auburn undertone. It just doesn't want, it just washes out basically. But this one actually, it really kind of, I think, holds the darker color because I have a really hard time. If you look at the picture, I don't know, like 10 videos ago, my hair is like really light, and I don't like that, but I like darker. So I'm really happy with this. I kind of looks light when I do that, but I actually do like this color, and it's very moisturizing. So nature tint. Now, what are you guys saying? Live. Oh, hi. How are you? Gosh, I haven't seen you forever. Thank you for coming by. Live the place you love, or live the life you love. Sorry, I forgot your first name. I'm sorry. Um, but I get all these pop-ups. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I love it, you guys. And it's about $10 to $12 depending on Amazon or Walmart.com. So check it out. It was a beautiful day here in Massachusetts. Okay. Thank you guys for coming by. So I accidentally went in 2020 because I was like buying kind of like in panic mode. And I saw this, and it looked like this nature tint, which is the one I buy, and then Nutress. They almost look exact, right? So I accidentally bought this one, and it's not. It's like a regular store bought brand, but I already bought it, so I'm gonna use it. And I bought two actually because I only color my hair probably every mm, every 4 to 5 months, 6 months. I'm really lazy about it. But this was like $2.99, and I bought like two of them. And I was so sad. I'm like, oh, I bought the wrong one. I bought, something I don't believe in. But it's this nature tint. You can get it on Amazon and Walmart.com and eBay too. So I'm just saying, it's a great product, and nature tint honestly feels better on my head. It doesn't like feel, you know how when it's like coloring, it feels itchy because it's like burning your scalp. It does not feel that way at all. So I'm really happy with it. So Nutress, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use this bad one that I didn't mean to buy. I'm gonna use it up, and because I do like the color. It's called Mocha, but I'm not gonna ever buy that again. That was a mistake. Okay, what are you guys saying? La, 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 my whites kick in after 3 weeks of dying. Oh yeah, I have tons of whites too. Um, well, they're all over, really. My whites are just everywhere. And it's not like a pretty white, where my mom had like really pretty streaks. Nope, I don't have that. And my dad, I kind of have my dad's hair, kind of fine, but he has it everywhere. That's what I have. That's what I have. Let's see. Live the life you live. Great start to a long week end at Cape. Yeah. Yeah, I wish I was in Cape Cod. What wonderful weather. It must be so much cooler there. Okay, so honestly, this saved me money. This was a couple 2 weeks ago, I think I did my hair, and usually my hair like it doesn't hold color, but it's kind of holding a little bit. I mean, it's already getting lighter, but it is what it is. My hair is kind of lighter, so the other thing I did to save money. So I don't know if you guys watched my dumpster dive video, but I dumpster dive in my neighborhood and I found such wonderful things. And I don't go dumpster diving very often, but I like to go in my neighborhood because they do just throw away crazy things. Anyways, the lady who I dumpster dive from, she lives like 2 streets behind me, and the house has been sold twice now since she moved because it's crazy, a crazy market here in California. And she had like little container of like laundry stuff, Raid. I didn't want to take the Raid because I don't use Raid, but Unstoppables. I've never used it before, and I just sprayed it on things to kind of freshen things up, and it worked really good. And then it was out, and I was like, oh, that sucks. But then I added water to it, and it just refreshened it. So, I mean, I do that with my laundry detergent. So think about like this kind of stuff. I mean, it really has helped, and it smells really good. So, and right now I need it because I have a new tenant and I want him to feel like it's fresh space. Although I hope he doesn't hear that. Anyways, okay, the other thing is, I feed my feral cats and I have a feral cat outside. It's so hot here today. I put him in my downstairs bathroom because it's too hot and I want him to be comfortable. But tonight I'll put him back out. And so I had ants, and when it gets hot here, we get ants. So they were after in my pantry like a lot of candy that um my tenant had, and just stuff like this is granola, and it was much more, and this is like high end granola from the Nugget, so it was probably like the amount that I've used. I mean, I've already used half of it, so it was probably like $8 worth of his granola. But he didn't want it anymore because I told him, I said, the ants aren't in it, but they're in your candy. Do you want to save this? And he goes, no, give it to the raccoons. So I feed raccoons and skunks and possum in my backyard, in the front yard, because it's springtime, it's almost summer, and it's hard, and they need food, and I don't mind feeding them. And I normally feed them cat food. So having a little bit of sweet granola with some cat food, which saves me money that they're not eating as much. It saves me a little money and they love it. But I don't want to give them all sweet because, I don't want them to get like an overage of sugar. So I have this that saved me. So anytime my tenants give me stuff like that, bread that's stale or I mean, I won't take any kind of like moldy bread, but bread that's stale, hardened, granola. Yeah, I'll take that. Or old oranges, when you cut into them, they're very juicy. All right, the next thing. Okay, what are you guys saying? La la la. Okay, you guys aren't really saying anything to each other or to me, so I'm gonna keep going. So I've been growing the cilantro in my backyard in a container, and it saved me quite a bit because I've been eating a lot of cilantro in my salad, in my sandwiches. I don't always take videos of it because it's kind of boring. I feel like I eat the same things over and over. But the little cilantro that I planted in my container garden has really saved me a lot of money because it adds like a nice fresh taste to it. Even when they get a little bit yellow, like this one. Hold on, let me show you. Kind of yellowy. Um, it's all still good. Like the stem tastes really fresh. It's all good. It just doesn't look as, green as everything else, but it still tastes really good. So that saved me for salads and for my sandwiches. And I'm sorry, I'm just reading your comments. Okay. Then because I had ants and I talked about it in my videos because it's really frustrating. I had some old ant traps, and all I did was take a toothpick and wet it and then stick it kind of in the ant trap to kind of like circulate and reactivate the bait, I guess. And that really worked. But my tenant bought I mean, I was going to keep using them because I knew there was like bait still left in there. And he bought 4 bait stations. I tried to give him money. He didn't want to take it. So I saved on that. And I think they're pretty inexpensive, maybe $4 to $5. But he bought it for me, which was really nice. He goes, I live here too. You do everything. So I was like, oh, thank you. That was really nice. So that was another thing I saved on. And then I kind of want to hear what you guys saved on, and I'll continue with mine. So, live the life you love. I know you've been on here before, and I know you have a lovely channel. So make sure you all go to her channel and check it out. But what have you done in this week that has kind of saved you money? I'm just kind of curious because um, there all these little things kind of, build up and make a difference. And maybe you guys aren't here anymore. I don't know. So, hopefully for people who are watching after the live, that they'll add some comments to what they've saved money on this week. But I feel like I've saved a lot. Oh, and then, so I bought some watermelons, and they were $2 each, or 2 for 5, or 3 for 5. And I knew, I asked my tenants and my dad, I go, do you guys want some watermelon? My dad always says yes. And one of my tenants said yes. And so I got each little, it's, I think, a sugar baby watermelon for $1.66 versus $2. So that was a little savings. And they were really good. And so I think, like, when you're shopping and you have other people in the house, maybe not your family, but maybe you have tenants, you can always ask them, well, it's 3 for 5 or whatever. you can ask, if they want to include in and, get something like that and buy something. The other thing I did was so my poor German tenant, he doesn't have a car. So I always like tomorrow we're going to be putting in an order for Walmart. And I said, well, I'm going to order so much. And, you know, if you want to put in an order, that's fine. You can pay me back later. So here's Sarah. So I have to go tomorrow to do a pickup. And he's going to include his groceries with me, and that saves him money. It saves me money because I'm not going to be buying $35 worth. Actually, I'm not even buying any groceries. I'm just buying like cat supplies, like litter, um, and maybe. Oh, girl, that's Sarah. Sarah. She coughs up like the weirdest hairballs, and she's a short-haired cat. Poor thing. Ugh. You okay, baby doll? And so, I mean, I probably wouldn't have met the $35, cap, but, um, so it's great that, my tenant is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna order too. So he'll probably get half and I'll get half, and it'll be great. I'm gonna save. I don't like going into Walmart, so, you okay, baby? I don't understand why she does that when she's got such short hair. And then she's fine. Yeah, she's fine. So, I'm gonna be driving to the Walmart, and he's gonna be going out of town to Lake Tahoe tomorrow. But I don't mind because I was already going anyways, and I just needed a couple of things like litter, and I needed some bleach, and so that's like stockpile stuff. But I don't count my animals, stuff at all. My cat is like hacking, so I had to mute it for a second. You okay, baby girl? The pleasures of going live. So, I know she's fine. You okay, baby girl? You okay? You okay, my love? So, I probably saved about, but I probably saved about $20 this week on gas. Gas here is almost $7. Um, it's between 6.30 and $7. So, I know my tenant needed some extra groceries, and I said, can you wait until this date or can you wait until that date? Because he doesn't have a vehicle. And he goes, yeah, that's fine. And I thought, okay. So I haven't been going out of my way this week to do and run errands because I just don't want to add that extra cost of gas. And I don't know what it is across the US, but I know here it's almost $7. And it's pretty expensive. So I'm really thoughtful and methodical about my driving. And I'm really happy that, like, when I was feeding the cats the other night, my feral cats, one of the there was like a patron to the bar that's nearby, and he had said, you know, he basically had offered to like help. And I'm like, that would be great because I mean, I don't know how serious he is about it, but I did call him, gave me his card. And I thought, there are days where I've been sick or my dad's been sick, and it was so challenging to feed the feral cats. But if someone's like willing to feed them one day and I can, give them a little food, drop, or they can pick it up maybe at my house on my porch. Wow, that saves me like so much time and headache because sometimes I'm in like across town, like 45 miles away to see my dad. So things like that, like I'm just very open to and I'm so happy with. Um, Another thing is like, just not driving as much. And I don't drive but once a day. So I I'm actually really happy I don't drive but once a day. It's so hot here. Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna go grab some water. If you can hold on a second. If someone comes by and says, "Where is she?" Just say, "I'm gonna grab some water." I got some free bottled water, and I'm gonna pour it into my mug. I'll be right back. What happened, baby? It's in my trunk, so I don't want to go all the way out there. Anyway, so those are the things that I save money on. I had some fresh produce from my own container garden. I got dumpster dived in my own neighborhood. I got this, added a little water to it, and it freshened it up. My tenant, because we had ants, was wanting to toss the fresh granola. So I was feeding that in conjunction with the cat food to the possums and raccoons and skunks that I have. So it saved me a little bit on cat food because I spent a lot of money on cat food. Um, and then well, this was just an empties thing. And I just wanted to promote it. Nature Tent, they don't test on animals. And I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, it almost looks like the box, but you know what? My hair doesn't hold color, so it's a little bit darker here, but I'm pretty happy with it because I've washed it. I wash my hair every day. And I accidentally bought this during the pandemic, and it's not cruelty free. So, but I'm gonna use it. I have one more box left. So, and they're like similar in color. Oh, you can't see this one, but I like darker brown. My hair is like oh, my hair is like a natural light ash brown, I guess. So I like darker. And then I didn't drive around. I did a lot of like, saving time in driving and um, yeah. So I saved a lot there. And one day, and it was 2 days ago, I was so hungry. And I was just like, I just want to get something fast food. I didn't do it. And I'm so proud. I mean, I feel this way probably once a week where I'm just like so hungry and I just want to like eat something. And I actually always don't do it, but I wanted to go to Taco Bell and get whatever. It didn't matter. I was just hungry. So I always come home and I always find something to fix because I always have legumes. I always have some version of like tortilla, flour, or corn, and it's a quick fix. A little cheese sprinkled on top. So I mean, I was completely happy with what I had. And I turn it down every single week. So where I go feed the feral cats is right by a McDonald's, which I don't like. I don't like McDonald's, and a Taco Bell, which I do like more, but they're getting more like processed, so I'm not a fan of. But there are certain things I might buy because I'm just hungry. And I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Came home. I might have heated up my beans in a mug. That's what I usually do. And I grabbed a tortilla, a little cheese, done. And a little like salsa that I had on the side, packets. It was good. All you need to do is like fill your stomach, and it was protein. It was perfect. So I was completely happy. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to end it here because it's getting kind of later and I need to get my supplies together for the feral cats to go feed them. And I'm going to go feed them. And I'm probably, so it's Friday. I'm probably going to, I know this sounds crazy. I'm not going to even mention it, but I'll tell you in another video, but it's kind of fun. Anyways, I'm going to go feed the feral cats. I'll be back. And I hope you all well. Thank you for all stopping by. And if you watch this video after the fact, this is me. And I hope you will all stick around and watch videos and save money. So this was kind of an introduction to myself because I hadn't really been around on my videos. So thank you, everyone. I will see you all later. And please leave your comments below and give me your updates on what you're doing to save money, what you did this past week. And I mean, I had several things and I feel pretty good about it. They're little, but they were significant. Oh, there's one more. I forgot. So I normally order this urinary care cat food for my cats, but all the cats can benefit from it. And it's like ridiculous price. Probably $92 now. I can't even afford it anymore, but so several months ago, because it's on an auto ship through chewy.com, I got sent this one, Taste of the Wilds, by accident. And I know how expensive this is because I used to buy it for my dogs. Well, I can't afford it anymore, but anyways, it's very expensive. And I finally called it in and I said, look, I said, I didn't have to open a bag until a few months ago, and now I'm at the end, and I opened the last box because I was kind of backlogged with the delivery. and had to like delay some of the deliveries because I couldn't afford it. And I had a box. So I opened this box and it was the wrong thing. And it was really great because she said, don't worry about it. Keep it if you want it, if you can give it to someone else. And I thought, oh, I'll give it to my other cats because it's really healthy, good, protein filled cat food. So I had it already boxed up, and she said, no, keep it, and you know, we'll consider it a loss. And so anyway, so I got that for free. So I'm pretty happy about it. And she literally got it sent to my house the very next day for the actual what I needed, which is Urinary Care CD by Hills. All cats get this problem of a urinary problem. That's why I make their own wet food sometimes. And I kind of mix in that food with this food. It's so heavy. Which is Purina grain free. So I mix it in. It's not the same as like eating pure the other food, but it helps out a little bit because they all experience a urinary problem, and that's from the food we're feeding them. So it's kind of inevitable, and I just so I'm making their own wet food and then including the grain free with that urinary food to all of them. So I'm going to up my order through chewy.com, but it's so expensive, you guys. Like $92 is super expensive. But if it's worth their health care, because it causes blockages in their urinary tract, that's worth everything to me, So, and it's expensive to get it unblocked. Believe me, I had a couple of cats go through that. So I'm going to sign off here, but that was the last thing, and they let me keep it, and so I'm going to have that dispersed, the good food dispersed amongst everyone, and they're going to enjoy it. So thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I really appreciate it. And leave me comments. I really love your comments, and I love to chat. And I will see you all later. And hopefully, you will all have a wonderful weekend. Next week, when I come on, it's going to get closer to 4th of July. So I'm going to go over my menu too for 4th of July. And I think you're going to be surprised. All right, you all. Have a wonderful Friday night. Bye bye.